Hey guys, you're watching Boondocking with Dennis. We're at the beach, Port Aransas, Texas. I am heading over to see my friends Dave and Lisa at Pioneer RV Park. They are there for a few days and then they are heading north. I got to visit with them over at my apartment with their awesome dog Billy. We're 4.2 miles away. So let's head over there and say hello. Nothing's coming. That's good. That's good. The beach looks a little looser than I would like it. See that little patch on the left where it's kind of hard packed? That's what I like. When we get a normal amount of rain, that's usually what the beach is like. I'm not super concerned about driving on this like this, but I also can see super loose parts like we just drove through. So hopefully we'll be getting some good rain here. There's the dunes. There's the dunes. You all know what happened at the dunes. Horace Caldwell Pier on our left. Let's make our way over to Pioneer. I think I know where Pioneer is. I think it's up on 361. So we're on Beach Road. I always wind up coming or going on Beach Road, I know. ID McGee Beach Park on the right. If there's something you'd like to see in Port Aransas, let me know. I will try to get to it. I do need to come back because there are some things I want to see, and I need to get to Mustang Island State Park and take that ramp of death. Their store there at the state park looks like an impossible ramp system to me, being in a wheelchair, but we can do it, right? It's 3 long stretches, so hopefully where you turn around they're level, but it just seems like a really steep grade. Everything looks packed. Probably watching football, huh? The Gaff, Mustangs, Crazy Cajun. I am hungry, but I am more tired than hungry. What is this jogging? You didn't know angels jog, did you? Hello, pretty lady. Hello, pretty lady. Thank you. Alright guys, we can stop sucking in our guts now. She's gone. Mac Daddy's. Not in a barbecue, but they got good food there. I've been trying to post pictures in my, we used to go up the community page, but now YouTube calls it posts. Pictures from some of my trips, and see if you guys can guess where the pictures from. So I know so far we did Burnett, Texas. Why don't you learn it, darn it? Burnett, Texas, and Lampasas I put up there. And then I had some photos that I didn't post from Jacob's Well that were just so obscure I didn't think anyone would get it. But I did kind of post an obscure one. Well, I was going to Cleburne, Texas, and just out in the middle of nowhere on a back road came across this ranch with a really interesting collection of rusty things by their front gate. They had a windmill and rusty vehicles and all that stuff. I thought it was pretty cool. And I went to Cleburne State Park. There was a guy there fishing, and I just kind of nodded hello. He nodded hello. I went to the pier. Then when I was leaving, he came over to the truck and said, "Are you boondocking with Dennis?" I'm like, yeah. And that guy was Paul. And I probably met Paul 5 or 6 times since, including some trips here to Rockport. And got to meet his family. So, Paul, if you're still watching, I hope you're doing well, buddy. Made me think of you. But in the video, I showed that the ranch entrance and decorations, and Paul was telling one of his friends about it that I met. They were impressed that I found that out in the middle of nowhere, but that's just the directions I got from Google. And I spent a couple weeks up in Cleburne. I think I spent 10 days, 2 weeks, because there was so much in that area that I could make day trips to, including 4 state parks that were kind of all reasonably close together. So that was pretty cool. Dollar General, Sonic, Domino's Pizza. How much is gas over here? $2.89. Wow. That's 55 cents more expensive than I saw in Rockport this morning. That's not good. That's not good. We got to go past the golf course. And then I think Pioneer is right there. There's Domino's. Access Road 1A is the one down by the golf course. When the roads are good, that's my favorite road to go down, because the golf course has fancy lights and all that. There was a day about 2 years ago where I was able to drive from the South Jetty all the way down until you couldn't drive much further, all the way down to the Corpus part of the beach. And that was the first time I was able to do that. There's a big Texan there, home of sausage on a stick, loved by dogs everywhere. If you're here and you got a dog, stop and get him a sausage on a stick. Beach Mart. What do we got? Days Inn. We're still on 361. The Mustang Island Airport is to the right. I believe it's pronounced Pomela. Resort is on the left, and that's also a golf course. Matter of fact, this bridge we're coming up to is just for golf carts, and it is the only bridge I've ever seen that goes across the highway that's just for golf carts. I could have seen one and not know it, but flashing yellow light means ignore it, nothing bad's going to happen, pretend it's a green. So we're going to go down to one lane up here, nothing coming up to us. Nothing's going to run us off the road at the last second. That's always good. If Pioneer isn't up here on the left, then I need to stop and check the mail. Check the mail? Check a map. There's more of Pomela Beach. Water's Edge, little subdivision. I think there might be a Tesla truck behind us. I've never seen one from the front in my rearview mirror before. Here's Pioneer. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe, let's see. Yep, is that a Tesla truck, guys? Maybe. Pioneer Beach. Port Aransas RV sites, cottages, supplies. Is this an entrance? We're going back to either site 62 or 67. There's a big old American flag flying, a little bit yellowed. That's okay, that's good use, right? So where are these numbered at? I'm looking for numbers. When I see things that aren't numbered correctly, obviously, oh, there they are. There's, let me see, let me pull up. They're in the red with white. This is 46. On my phone, which I'm using right now to record, I like that flag. 1776 flag. They must be from Philadelphia. They got a 76ers flag, huh? Did it just occur to me that the Philadelphia 76ers are from 1776? Being 63 years old and from Philadelphia? Because we always say the Sixers. Well, what did we learn today? We learned that you're an idiot, Dennis. Most of us have learned that already, but we got a special trophy for you. Now, the ones on the left are not numbered, so I could be driving right by them, and I can't read the numbers on the right, which isn't a help at all. Okay. I guess we're just going to drive around until we see something, huh? Yeah, I can't read the numbers on the right, and there's no numbers on the left. They're on the other side. So let's look for a Class A. It's got to be back the way we came. What are we on? We're on Ranch Road. Let's go back up the way we came and see if we saw. They said in the back. And like I said, it would be very helpful if they had the numbers on both sides. So what number is this here? I'm glad I'm not an ambulance picking someone up. That's number 90. We want the 60s, so let's go back. See anything coming? We're going to get there, kids. Oh, don't worry, we're going to get there. Very nice RV park. Everyone talks great about it. Let's get some numbers people can actually read. Let's see, what number do we have here? 42. 42. 40, we're going the wrong way. So let's cut through one of these. Well, if that's 42, I feel like I'm just driving around. And this is 84 over here. Where are the 60s at? Where are the 60s at? What are these flags? I don't know what that PM signal means. I saw that. Okay. Well, kids, we almost forgot, didn't we? While I'm looking.
I've got this awful disease where I can't stop telling airport jokes. The doctor says it's terminal.
That's pretty good. Let me give you one more, and then we'll wrap it up.
Look at that speed, said one hawk to another as a jet fighter plane zoomed over their heads. Snorted the other. You would fly fast too if your tail was on fire.
All right. I'm going to just drive around. Well, maybe I'll message them and let them know that their site doesn't exist. They probably don't want to be on camera anyway. Hey guys, thanks for riding along today. Wish me luck. Thanks for watching.